Welcome to Guys Down the Street. Today we got a different little take for you. Both of my compadres are unavailable today due to life, because life happens sometimes. So today we're going to do a little person to person with my friend Jeff Gould. He's a assistant high school basketball coach. He used to help me with my AAUs, my assistant AAU coach, and longtime friend, and unfortunately a Gamecock fan.
Since I know you like to talk. Since I know you like to talk, and I know you not that far. Come down the street with the guy. Come down the street with the guy. Since I know you like to talk, and I know you not that far. Come down the street with the guy. Come down the street with the guy.
We're in the wrong profession.
Well, ain't nothing wrong. We on the wrong level.
I could go be 6-4, get my job handed to me, and make $21 million. That wouldn't be a bad day.
I know it. So, but yeah, man, I actually, there's a lot of things that happen. First of all, man, shout out to Sarah Fuller. How about that? She the first woman to score in a Power 5 football game. How about that? It was good too. It was right down the middle.
Right down Broadway.
You know what I'm saying? She wasn't even playing no games. I wonder why they ain't let her try the next one. I think the other guy kicked the next one.
Well, she kicked the extra point, and then he kicked the 31-yard field goal, and then she kicked an extra point later in the game.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
I was kind of hoping she was going to trot out there for the 31-yard. I wanted to see what kind of leg she had.
That's what I wanted to see. I wanted to see if she could actually hit it, even if she missed it. You know what I'm saying? Just so she could get her like a regular field goal. I guess they working her up to it.
Yeah.
I don't know though, because I didn't actually see the game, so I don't know what the offense look like. But I don't know if she might get a chance to kick one next week in Athens. I don't know. It's senior night. I don't know.
Probably not. Probably. Maybe they
open
get the turn.
We open
Get a
as
turnover or something.
35 and a half point favorite, so we'll see. If they play like they played against Missouri, she may not get that chance. I don't know.
I don't know. I could see y'all winning 38-3.
Yeah.
38-3. Don't cover the spread. She gets a field goal.
You know how we love not to cover the spread. We'll beat you by 35. Messing with all the betters, you know what I'm saying?
I could see y'all not covering and her getting a field goal opportunity.
Yeah, I could see us winning 41 to 12. I don't know. Somehow 8. I don't know. 41 to 8.
41-6. 41-6. She misses the extra point.
Yeah, 41. Oh, you so nasty. Oh man, did you see the Florida game last night?
The Florida game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I didn't watch it because me and Sam was watching a movie, but all I know is I turned on ESPN for SEC football final on the SEC network, and all they show is the dude throwing the shoe, and they said this might have cost them a playoff spot.
Might have nothing. Oh, did you see Dan Mullen's interview after the game?
Yeah, but okay. So
he said he didn't see it.
but right before that, the guy said, "Did you see all? Like, was it hard to see because of all the fog?" He said, "The fog? Yeah, I saw that." And then later on in the same question, he's like, "Nah, I ain't see the shoe, dog."
He threw a shoe? You sure?
You sure it was?
Nah.
He threw it a long way too. It wasn't like he tossed it 5 yards. Like, I'm gonna make you take a long time to go get it.
Yeah, because when the ref made the call, he made the call unsportsmanlike for throwing a shoe 20 yards downfield. Some SEC officials.
Hey, and just in true Mullen fashion, he gets out there and start talking about Ohio State resume. He ain't say Ohio State, but he was like, teams out here playing 10, 11 games. He's like, I guess the best way to do it is just not to play.
Yeah, you say that now that you lost to a 4-6 LSU team.
Exactly. And the thing
is,
people was like, the dude threw the shoe that cost them the playoffs, a playoff spot. Why was the game that close anyway? That's what I want to know. I didn't get to see it,
I-
but at halftime, LSU was winning.
Well, no, now Florida was missing, like, Kyle Pitts didn't start.
Why?
Their tight
That's
end.
but you know what? Kyle Pitts looked like he was healthy. He it looked like Dan Muller was trying to rest him up for Alabama.
Right. So I mean,
Bad coaching.
but uh, LSU is bad this year,
Yeah,
and the game was in Gainesville. If it was at LSU, look, because nighttime in Death Valley, that's a whole different ball game.
that's true.
But you at home at night, nah,
Yeah.
you should have beat them by 3 touchdowns, blow them out.
That's what I'm saying. Like, did you see? Was it the College Game Day Studios or whatever with Joey and what's his name? They used to be the quarterback for Florida. It was Joey Galloway, the host, and God, why I can't think of that guy's name.
Palmer?
Yeah, Palmer, Jesse Palmer. They was laughing before the game. They was like, the only thing we waiting to see is like what the score gonna be, how many touchdowns Trash gonna have. Trash had a pick six, what he had. Oh man, that was crazy, dog. But hey, as a dog fan, I love it. I love it. So all we got to do is beat Vandy, and if we beat Vandy, we co SEC East champions. We won't get, only thing that matters is we get a trophy.
Yeah, hey, something for the case.
Something for the case, baby. Something for the case. And then years from now, won't nobody remember that Florida lost to Alabama in the SEC championship. All they know is Florida and Georgia was co-champions.
Right. Well, but now here's the thing: does Florida get in if they beat Bama? Because I don't know if a 2-loss Florida team gets in.
I don't think so. I don't think I don't think they get in if Florida beats Bama because you gotta look at it. Listen, even before last night, Alabama was in regardless. It doesn't matter what happens to the SEC championship. Alabama will be a one-loss team. They're still gonna get in. So
Notre Dame's in as a one-loss team.
So that's what I'm saying. So you got Notre Dame is almost guaranteed to be in too because they'll only have one loss to Clemson in the ACC championship, and then Clemson will only have one loss. Alabama will have one loss, and now with the loss to LSU, it's not just a loss; it's a bad loss. You know what I'm saying? It was a loss to a 3-win at home at night to LSU, who started a true freshman quarterback. They had their best tight end, second best receiver opt out of the season. They lost 2 of their running backs in the game. They came with like 49 players, though.
So they don't care.
So Florida be 2 losses. Texas A&M only be 1 loss. And then you got Ohio State. And then why college football don't even respect Pac-12? You know that USC is actually undefeated. They're 5-0. Listen, they're in the same boat Ohio State in. They're 5-0 headed into their conference championship. Same boat. But they they rated like 18.
you know though, me and you'll watch Pac-12 after dark for the laughs, but that's all that is.
Hey, they got an argument, baby.
Football.
They say they're undefeated. Oh yeah, we'll tune in. I don't care. That's how I know they undefeated because last night USC and UCLA was playing. I think it was. UCLA could have beat them, but it's Pac-12, man. Anything can happen. They thought Oregon's gonna be good. Didn't Oregon lose like 3 games this year? Colorado lost to who was that? Colorado was
Utah.
undefeated.
Utah.
Lost to your
Jake
boy
Bentley, baby.
Jake Bentley.
Jake Bentley.
Y'all, man. Y'all about bad as
throwing picks.
Y'all about bad as Georgia and the quarterbacks. Oh, Jake Bentley left. Now he out there winning games. Y'all won't play Hiliski. Hiliski did something to somebody's daughter. I don't know what it was, but y'all won't play Hiliski to save his life, man.
No, but listen, he didn't even win the starting job in Utah. He's only starting because their starting quarterback got hurt and is out for the year.
Yeah, that's true. He started last game and he came in last game and he started this game. Well, he got a dub, baby. It's all that matters. He got a dub, man.
Yeah, he also threw a horrible pick in the first half.
Oh, so you
Doing
think
Jake Bentley things.
Helinski gonna transfer?
Who?
Helinski, Ryan Helinski. You think he's gonna transfer?
Shh. Well, I hope not. That's why I got across the chest tonight. So
Eh,
I hope not. That's my
Well,
boy. But
you know they got Luke Doty, baby.
yeah, Luke probably wins the starting job coming out next year. I don't, with the foundation, with his parents living in Columbia now, some things are bigger than football. So does he? I mean,
He,
you commit to the school, and you said you talked to your brother about committing to the school. I just think it's bigger than football.
I hope
So
so. I
I
just,
mean,
I
if
think
he
he's,
wants to play,
I,
yeah, if he wants to play, he's got to go. But
I think he better than Luke Doty though.
no, I mean, the problem is though our offensive line's we got to have a mobile quarterback. We
Yeah.
have to. We got to have somebody that can extend some plays, and
Hmm.
Polinsky has the better pro style arm, but he is
He
not
can't
a
get
mobile
around.
quarterback.
He can't get
Nah,
around
he
like
ain't
Luke
doing
Doty.
nothing.
Don't y'all got
So
another one coming in? Gunnar Stockton. What about him?
2022.
Ah. Mm.
Yep.
So yeah,
So
Luke Doty it is.
Doty's probably next year, and then we'll see what happens his junior year. Who knows? But I
If y'all
mean,
hold on to Gunnar Stockton, y'all know people gonna be after him. Don't let Hugh
but
Freeze.
but
Don't let
the
Hugh
thing is,
Freeze get that job in Auburn. He might be after Gunnar Stockton.
the my big thing with that is his high school coach is Connor Shaw's brother.
Uh,
That's the connection.
is
Yeah,
is Shane Beamer keeping Connor Shaw on the staff though,
he already said that Connor Shaw was staying on staff.
and Mike Bobo
But
too?
no, that hasn't been announced yet.
Oh, okay.
But I
I
haven't
didn't
heard
know.
anything about that. Bobo's probably gone.
Yeah,
Bobo's probably gone. Our offense was bad this year.
yeah.
Bobo's gone.
Listen, hey man, it's a good run, Hancock. It's time to let it go.
Um, the now a name I've been hearing, I don't really believe it because I think it'd be dumb. Is Joe Brady coming back from the Panthers,
to, for South
the
Carolina?
LSU offensive coordinator
I
from
don't think
last
so.
year?
Cause what? I don't know, dog. Cause even though he a coordinator for the Panthers, that's still a higher job than like,
NFL money,
you know what I'm saying?
right? But
That all must be like a step down. That's what it seemed like. Not because it's South Carolina, just because it's college.
no, but just in general, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know. That's kind of a hot name that I've heard, but
What
I
about
would
what about defense? What are you gonna do about defense coordinator? You ain't heard nothing about that.
the
He need to keep Will
the
Muschamp.
name.
Keep Will Muschamp.
So a name that I've seen on some blogs and stuff, I'm not necessarily a fan of it, is Derek Mason.
Derek Mason was good at Stafford though.
But before Vanderbilt, he was always out west,
Yeah,
right? And out west, and SEC plays different defense.
that's true.
So
That's true.
what you gonna do in the SEC as a defensive coordinator?
Well,
But
I think
we'll
Mason
see.
was a good coach, man. I just think Vanderbilt, even though he thought Vanderbilt was the right stop, I don't think Vanderbilt was the right
No,
stop. He needed a team with some talent.
look at James Franklin. As soon as he used that as a stepping stone to go to Penn State, he jumped.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he's probably going to lose his job at Penn State this year, but still.
You think
I mean,
you think they're gonna fire Franklin? You said
they've been bad.
you said it's 2020. They don't even care no more. They fired Muschamp, Mason. They fired your boy in Arizona, Sumlin. Sumlin got let go.
Yeah.
They fired Malzahn. They don't care nothing about paying out. Lovie Smith is out in Illinois. They not caring. They say, don't try to use COVID as the excuse.
Got to go.
You got
to go.
you got to go. You can go coach somewhere, but you won't be coaching here.
You'll still get a paycheck with our school logo on
Hey,
it, but
they some good kids.
we don't need you wearing a polo.
They some good kids, man. They some good kids.
They some good coaches.
Yeah. Oh, did you see Mackenzie Milton? He going to Florida State, grad transfer to Florida State. Mackenzie Milton, the quarterback from Central Florida that got hurt.
Yeah.
So, and then now Taylor Gabriel's the quarterback, but Mackenzie Milton said he ready to get back on the field, baby. He said we was undefeated. They was national champs, remember?
He Let's see what he does against an ACC schedule.
Hey, for real, we'll see. I don't know. The thing is, if he's healthy, I think he'll be good. He'll be good. I don't know if Florida State has the talent right now, and I don't know enough about Mike Norvell and his recruiting acumen to say that they'll be, a
Well, I
force
tell
to
you one
reckon with.
game.
I mean, come on, man. It's like
I,
Clemson and Florida State. Not they're not even in the picture.
well, they're supposed to go to Clemson next year. So
That's not. It's gonna get ugly quick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, look, you got Matt Brown at North Carolina. They the second best team in the ACC. I don't really count Notre Dame because Notre Dame won't be in the ACC next year. Matt Brown put up 62 points on Miami yesterday. 544 yards of rushing. Two people. Two people. That wasn't two people.
didn't clear the bench. Two.
Two people. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I was watching the game and it just almost like Miami didn't even want to be there, man. I don't know, like they was just it wasn't even
Well, that
like they
thing
was
got
missing
so
a
ugly
whole
so quick.
yeah. It's like it wasn't even
I
like
mean,
it was
31-3 in the first half. I
yeah,
mean,
it was ugly. And it was some big holes and dudes was running just down the field by themselves and when they did get hit, they was just shedding tackles like Miami ain't Miami. I'm like, Manny, you a defensive specialist, dog. What's going on? I was talking to my homeboy during the game. I was like, I'm not even gonna call my brother. I'm like, that's not a conversation I want to have. I'm pretty sure he is cussing at the TV right now.
you make any phone calls to your boys that are Kane fans to throw some shade yesterday?
Nah, man, I say I ain't gonna do him like that. No, but one of Bird, you remember Bird used to come to the game day, college game day tailgates. He posted on
Yeah.
Facebook to me, I can't believe Miami let somebody score 60 on them, and then of course my brother replied right away because I think Miami beat Florida State like 50 something to 10 or something like that. I was like, man, listen, I can't really be going at nobody. Now, look, if somebody want to talk some trash to me, I'm gonna retaliate. Don't get it twisted. But I mean, we Florida beat us pretty handily. Alabama beat us pretty handily. But I don't know about that 60 spot though.
That's a tough pill to swallow.
It's 62 to 26. That look like one of them old Hurricane AAU beatdowns.
Fine, called us a Hawaii Wildcat.
Mac Brown say we just go. Mac, you remember when you used to play the PlayStation against the boys when we was coaching, and you just keep
Yeah.
running the same play? That's what Mac Brown was doing yesterday.
Can't stop it. I'm not either.
Matt Brown, they was looking over the sideline like, what's the play, coach? He was like, one. Next play is like, what's the play, coach? One. Hey, what's the play, coach? One to the left.
Hey, we're gonna mix it up this time.
We're
Go
gonna
to the right.
mix it up this time. We're gonna change running backs. One.
Hey, what the thing we used to say? Hey, man, look, they pay you to stop us. They don't pay us to stop us.
Hey,
Why are we gonna stop ourselves?
that's like when we took the team, took care of them to Tennessee to play in that tournament when we was playing up. When we was ninth graders, we played in the 10th grade level. We kept calling Texas because they couldn't stop it. They was like, "What we
Backdoor
running,
lob
coach?"
to
I'm like,
five.
"Run Texas again. Run it again." Hey, like you say, it ain't my job to stop us. It's your job to stop us. So I'm gonna keep doing the same thing. It was just crazy, man. So
I mean, that's that tournament we played at in Atlanta that didn't have the half court line. And so they weren't calling the 10-second. So we inbounded the ball and Kel just stood there.
and
They were sitting in 2-3 zone. Hey man, we got 3 games today. We ain't got time to
we was up.
BS with y'all. We up by 20.
We was up. No, we was up like 30, and Y Mays was yelling from the sideline, "Why you stop pressing?" I'm like, "We up 30, man. Why?" I'm like, "Why we gonna keep full court pressing? We up 30 on these dudes. He's like, they came to play ball. Oh man.
When refs went and asked the other coach, "Hey, you coming out that 2-3 zone?"
Yeah. He's like, you know it ain't no half court, right? Like, just walking up the court, we'll run a timeout, buddy.
We're good.
We're good. You know, what we care about holding the ball at half court, let the time run out. Ain't no shot clock. Gotta play some D today, coach.
See you tomorrow. Hey man, look, we here to take home hardware. We don't care nothing about this for you to get your little 32 minutes of run in.
Yeah, we don't care nothing about that. We get. It's like when we was in Michigan. We got up on that team. They tried to put that dude on Dre. I was like, pull it out, Dre. They tried to sit back. I was like, nah. When he come out and play you man to man, we'll start the offense. They like, coach, you just gonna hold the ball? You doggone right I am.
Hey man, you ain't gonna hide a shooter on us.
Nah.
Will not happen.
Nah. Yeah, exactly. They brought him in to shoot, but he couldn't play no defense. I'm like, they shouldn't even set you up like that, dog. Now you got to play Dre. They was like, he can't go right. He can't go right. And then Dre hit him the little shoulder to the right, and then still go left.
Oh, and the worst was he stepped on his shoe to make him fall. Got that old school mentality to him.
Yeah, Dre had them little old school moves. Always get to the rack, man. I used to love Dre, man.
But then somehow that dude got switched on to Kel, and I was like, oh, that's not what you want.
Yeah, then they had to take him out the game. That's the problem when you're trying to coach against 4 or 5 guards. It's like somebody's going to be in a mismatch. I don't know who it is defensively. Somebody's in a mismatch. So, I don't know, man. You going to be watching all the championship games next week?
Oh, you know it.
Who you got? So who you got? Who got in the Big Ten, Northwest Ohio State?
Oh, Ohio State's gonna win. Me hating Ohio State the way I do, I want Northwestern to win, but just to bounce them from the playoffs.
Watch. Ohio State gonna go out there and try to send a message. They're gonna beat them like 50-10.
Oh, it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be bad. Hey, we only got 6 games.
They need something. I think they do, because if it's a close game, even if they win, it's a close game. You know, the one decent team they played this year was Indiana. Even though they was blowing them out for most of the game, Indiana came back and made it like I think they lost by 7 or something like that. Yeah.
Wasn't a 6-point game at the end, yeah.
So if
Indiana had the ball with a chance to win. So I mean,
so if they play Northwestern tight, well, no, man. And Texas A&M sitting right there with what they 9-1. You got Texas A&M got to play next week against Tennessee. So yes, they're 9-1.
as far as SEC, Bama's gonna roll Florida.
What's the score? What do you think the score will be? Florida got a good offense. I don't like Florida. I hate them with a passion, but I can't deny that they got a good offense.
It'll probably be something like 35-21. They'll beat them by two touchdowns. I think Florida will get some points, but Florida ain't gonna get no 4 or 5 touchdowns on Bama.
I think you're right, like 2 touchdowns. But I'm thinking more like 48 to, you know what I'm saying, 48-34, because I just don't see Florida stopping Alabama, man. Not unless somebody getting hurt. I don't know.
ACC.
What you got? What you got? All the Clemson fans say the only reason why Notre Dame won is because Trevor wasn't playing and they was playing a whole bunch of backups. I'm saying this. I think Clemson's going to win. I do think Clemson's going to win. But I don't think it's going to be as easy as the Clemson fans think, because Clemson averaged about 37 to 40 points a game, right? They scored, even without Trevor, they scored 40 points against Notre Dame. So they got to hope that not having Tyler Davis and whoever their middle linebacker is, he like the leader of the defense or whatever. He didn't play against Notre Dame the first time either. So
yeah, but I mean, he's not going to play in the ACC championship game. He's out for the year. He had surgery.
Skowski? That dude?
Right? Isn't that the linebacker that had surgery?
I think Skowski's back. I think that,
Okay.
yeah, I think they
Well,
back.
I know one of the linebackers had surgery and is out for the year.
I think Tyler Davis, who's the one of their best interior defensive linemen, and then Skowski, I think like he's the dude. I think Jake Venables was taking his place or whatever, but I think Skowski came back last week, so it's gonna be interesting because
Well, it
they got
does
to be
show.
able to stop Notre Dame. I mean, Trevor gonna be able to score. Don't get it twisted, but they still got to Notre Dame. Even though it was 2 overtimes, Notre Dame did put up 47. That's all I'm saying.
Well, that was my thing to the people that I'm friends with that are Clemson boys. Is like, bro, it ain't like DJ played a bad game.
DJ
DJ played.
DJ played
Yeah,
good.
he played good enough to win that game.
Yeah, he did.
So
That's what I'm saying. I think Clemson's gonna win because I think Clemson's the overall better team, but I don't think it's gonna be no blowout. Like I listened to the radio. Was it WCCP the Roar? And they be thinking it's gonna be like a blowout, like a 3-3 touchdown lead. It's not. I don't think it's happening, bro. Brian Kelly is a good coach.
I'm gonna go 42-38 Clemson.
I can see that.
And then deep down, of course, I want Clemson to get absolutely train wrecked and not make the playoffs.
You would love on Saturday night college football final if Clemson and Ohio State both lost.
But that's a dream scenario.
It's Christmas time, baby. Anything's possible.
Hey, bring in CCU. Let's go.
I know.
Because I'll say this, because if things get crazy for 2020 and then they start off even worse for 2021, please don't let CCU win a national championship before South Carolina.
Oh, because they already got a baseball championship. They say Coastal Carolina say we here to stay, baby.
Like, I mean, I don't even know how to combat that. But football and basketball, them and Ohio State are the only two schools that are still undefeated in both sports. So they're not bad in basketball either.
Oh, Coastal Carolina got a good basketball team? I didn't know that. They probably can take.
Yeah, well, their head coach is chasing after 800 wins. I mean, he's been there, I think, like 30-something years.
Well,
yeah,
I know they probably better than Georgia because we always kind of average at best. I don't know what it's gonna take.
My boy shut down for 2 weeks with the Rona, they're trying to duck Clemson in basketball. It looks like
they pulling the Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
They pulling the Jim. They pulling the Michigan and the Florida State. How about Florida State had COVID 2 weeks in a row, so they didn't have to play Clemson, and then all of a sudden they was, come last Monday, they was like, y'all gonna be good for Duke? Oh yeah. That's COVID's in the past. And then they go out there and try to take advantage of Duke, man. I'm like, y'all know y'all wrong for that, man.
Well, no, what it was, yeah, that's so it's a mess. Well, man, coaching high school down here, it's crazy. Everybody but one team on our schedule has already been on some kind of quarantine
For real?
because of COVID.
Y'all too?
No, not us.
Oh, okay.
We've been dodging bullets so far, but everybody else on our schedule except for one other school has gotten hit with it somehow. Whether it be a team they played had somebody test positive after the game, or cross contamination with people in their school. One school had I guess it was a wrestler test, and then half the basketball team was in the class with the wrestler and found out that none of them were wearing masks. So
dang, man,
they shut down the program. I mean, we preach these kids, hey man, you got to wear your mask when you're out and about. Wear it in school. It don't matter if nobody else is. Like you could be like these spring sports. You could be like baseball and track and everything last year, and your season be done and over immediately. Snap of the finger, gone. And we got 8 seniors, so we're built for a run this year. You can't have a year because of stupid mistake.
What's the protocol when somebody tests like positive or something? What did you tell me it was? It's like
14 days. 14 days. So no practice, nothing. But then if it keeps happening, it's after each new test, the clock resets.
Dang, boy.
So, I mean, use now if it's an isolated thing. So, like if it's one player is called in contact tracing, but then tests negative, he's still out for 14 days. But at least you don't shut the program down.
Okay.
So we keep one of our coaches just does JV and has no interaction with varsity in case anything happens. We can at least still have the JV program and not lose it all, because there's been some schools that their JV and varsity practice together,
Yeah.
and then a JV player do something dumb, and now both programs are shut down for 14 days.
That's rough, man.
So
Trying to keep teenagers to wear masks and, especially like, let's say at home if they parents ain't wearing masks or whatever. So it's like you do what you see.
right,
You know what I
or
mean?
your, I mean, and yeah, they don't have to wear it at the house, but it's like if
Yeah.
your parents are the type of parents that are going into the stores or going into their jobs and not wearing masks there,
Yeah.
like they should care enough about you and this being potentially your last year of basketball to try to take care of it business.
Exactly.
So,
I don't know, man. I hope y'all make it all the way through the season, but it's I don't know. It's rough. Cause what do they do about fans? Do y'all have fans in the stands?
well, I sent you that picture
Well,
from that away game,
but
and they were
that was y'all game. I thought it was there was a picture of another game.
no, that was my game. I was sitting on the bench when I took the picture. I was like, oh, I gotta share this.
It looked like March Madness in full effect. That student crowd,
Um,
it's like they didn't student section didn't even care.
I mean, that picture was taken 2 minutes into the game. They were all sitting down 4 minutes later when they were getting railroaded. But hey, they showed up for the party. I guess I don't.
I don't know, man. I
But I mean, so for us at our home games, there's no student sections. For a student to be admitted into the game, they have to be with a parent or guardian,
hmm
and you have to sit with the parent or guardian,
Okay.
and then it's split up that way. So it's every other row, and then if you they let you sit in pods of up to 8. So like
Okay.
say me and my wife and you and San are meeting at the game, and say we already interact outside the real world.
Yeah.
If the four of us want to sit together, we can sit together.
Okay.
But when you're in the stands, you still have to wear your mask.
Yeah.
That's how that goes, and you aren't allowed in without a mask.
Yeah. I know
So
my mom
my temperature taken.
my mom was working Easley basketball game, and she said one of the parents tried to get in without a mask. She was like, nah. And he actually had one in the car. He tried to tell her he didn't have one. And then when she said he couldn't get in, he came back in with the mask. I'm like, why you just can't wear the mask, man? If you want to go to the event, wear the mask. And then I'm assuming y'all do the same thing with tickets. You might not know since you're on the bench, but with the tickets, they use their cell phone. So
Yeah,
you buy whatever,
'cause
and then they just scan the cell phone or whatever.
I've gotten the wife a couple tickets to the games and just send her the picture of the QR code or whatever to scan in. But nobody's doing hard tickets. Nobody's taking cash at the doors. Everything's online.
Are they doing
And
concession stands?
so we're doing like candy bars and bottled sodas,
Okay.
and that's kind of across the board prepackaged stuff.
Yeah.
No popcorn or hot dogs or anything like that that you've seen in places in the past.
Oh, okay.
Some of them schools would have like boiled peanuts or cotton candy and stuff. None of that stuff.
I got you.
Everything's prepackaged.
I got you. Well, hopefully y'all
So
finish, man. I used to tell my boy in the summertime when this COVID, when everybody's trying to get the college football season together. Hey, look, I'm just happy everybody's gotten this far because there've been a lot of COVID cases and it started early, like with Memphis. Memphis beat somebody the first week and then like 40 of their players went out to a party and everybody had to get quarantined. Then they missed like 2 weeks of football. I'm like, if you want to play, you got to make the sacrifice. If you want to go outside, socialize, wear the mask, make the sacrifice. That's all I'm saying.
well, I mean, that's you look at even in hard professions in that. I mean, look at the Miami Marlins. They had an exhibition against the Braves
hmm
the day before the regular season started, and then went to Magic City in Atlanta, and like 19 people tested positive for COVID. It's like, but what? Why are you going to Magic City of all places
Not
during the pandemic? Come on,
like you
dog.
got to
Like,
think about the places that's easy to sterilize. You know what I'm saying? You can't go to public spots that's not easy to sterilize because it doesn't matter how many people are in there when you're in there. It's about how many people have been through there in the last 24, 48 hours, whatever. You know what I
Mm.
mean? That's why we don't go
Well,
nowhere.
it ended up being between like player, coach, and personnel, everything. It was like 21 people ended up getting COVID from that. I'm like, y'all are dumb.
Yeah. So
So
I know they're
we'll
going
see.
they'll figure out a way to
Now,
get through the season, but I just hope.
well, there's some crazy stuff going on right now. So Orangeburg has stopped all athletics. Orangeburg County has stopped all
I
athletics
didn't know that.
through through January the 5th.
When did that start?
They last week
Oh, okay.
Orangeburg started having a huge outbreak in all the high schools.
Dang.
So they locked all athletics down till January the 5th, and they haven't decided if they were gonna do athletics. The Ridgely Hardyville or something down there kind of near the border.
Yeah.
They're only playing a region schedule. They're doing no non-conference stuff. They're not having in-person practice or anything. They're doing all virtual practices and all that kind of stuff. And they're going to try to play a region schedule, but they haven't committed 100% to that. I mean, you just don't know.
And then y'all are all only conference, right?
No, I mean we're still doing we're playing a full non-conference slate.
Oh, okay.
So we've lost a couple games due to COVID. So we've had a couple games that we've lost, but I mean we're trying to play a full schedule,
Oh, okay.
trying to make it happen.
Mm.
But I mean, I don't know. BJ posted on it was either Facebook or Twitter yesterday. They lost like 4 games within the next week and a half.
Because of COVID and their opponent or
Mm-hmm.
whatever.
Yeah, because of their opponent.
Because wasn't they
It's like,
supposed to play Dorman this year?
yeah, they played. They beat them 55-49.
Oh, okay.
So they play again. I want to say they play again on the 17th. I want to say they play again this coming Wednesday
The 17th
or Thursday or
Thursday.
something.
Thursday.
Thursday, yeah. I want to say they play again on the 17th.
Ah, man, I'm gonna have to
So
check see if it's gonna be streaming or something. I wouldn't mind seeing that. I know BJ got a good squad. Well, BJ keep a good squad. So,
man,
and
they're on
Dorman
a different
always
level.
good too, though.
Well, Dorman's playing like a legit man. Dorman's schedule this year is crazy. They played like one of the top ranked teams out of Arizona. It's like
How they do that?
Arizona Comp
They flew out
at
there?
the Bojangles Bash there in Columbia.
Oh, okay.
They got waxed. They got beat like 69-37
Ooh.
or 59-37 or something. Like,
Mm-mm.
when have you seen a Dorman team get rolled like that?
Hey, do they got some studs?
So,
They got some studs on the team this year. I mean, they know they had that kid that they had last year, but he go to Clemson now.
that and then the point guard they had last year goes to Butler, the one that we saw play as an 8th grader when we were still at Malden.
I got you.
So
Okay.
he's at Butler. They got the Breezewell kid whose dad is the head coach at Greenville Tech Charter.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
And then they got some like 6'10" kid. He's a sophomore or junior. He's all right. I mean, he's not as good as PJ, but
Yeah.
he's 6'10".
And
That ain't walking around Greenville County.
what big time offer athletes BJ got? Because I know BJ got some that's got some big time offers.
Well, so you got Jacoby Wright, who's in this year's class, signed with South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
You have the McGowan's kid that signed to Nebraska
That's
to
the
play with.
kid from Wren, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Who had gone to a prep school. The prep school closed down. He went back to Wren and then transferred to Legacy for this year.
Okay.
But and then there's one more that signed with Maryland in this year's class. So you got 3 that are top 100 caliber.
Yeah.
All signed Power 5. I mean,
BJ keep it rolling, don't he?
so and then his 2022 kids aren't slouches either. I mean, so
That's good.
love to see it, Bo. You love to see a Berea boy on top.
I know, right? He, like I say, his teams be good every year. So I ain't got a chance to see the other two, and I haven't seen McGowan play. I want to say since his 10th grade year. So I'm out to see what's going on with the stream.
Yeah, I mean, his 10th or 9th grade year when we saw him. I guess it was his 10th grade year.
It could have been 9th grade year. I don't know. I know.
No, I think it was his 9th grade. Yeah.
So it could have been 9th grade year. He was good then too.
So yeah, you knew he was the truth, but
Yeah,
we'll see. I mean, their legacies in the top 15 in the country. So I mean,
that's what's up. I did not know
good.
they was that high.
Yeah, they some polls had them in the top 10. So I mean,
So,
it's been good.
so is there like a regular stream website we can watch the games on, or only certain games being streamed out?
It depends on the school. I mean, you some schools stream their games on like their Facebook page and stuff. Some schools have streaming services where you can purchase the game
Yeah,
almost like a pay-per-view.
yeah,
Um, Depending on what the event is, like if it's a tournament or something like that. I mean, you look at a legacy that travels all over the country. Some of the events they go to, the event themselves will have a page
okay.
streaming. But other than that, it's just kind of school by school. We were going to do it down here, and they couldn't get the bottom ticker to work to where it would show the time of the score.
Oh,
And
okay.
so they're like, ain't no parent going to pay
Yeah,
$10 a game to and then not know what in the world's going. Like I would, as a, me, as a fan, I would hate that.
yeah.
Like I'd be wondering what's going on. Like why? So now I got to keep score and time myself. Like oh Lord. Now you know me, I'd probably do that anyway.
Yeah.
Being the statistician, I'd be all over that. But
So,
you would probably hate that.
so other than Dorman and Legacy, who are the other high schools in South Carolina that are supposed to be, the upper echelon in high school basketball?
Ridgeland 4A should make a run again. Keenan in 3A
Hmm.
should be right there making a run again. 2A, you got Gray Military. So that's who we would have to run into
Great
if we're
military.
trying to, yeah, if we're trying to make a run towards colonial life. We're gonna have to see Gray Military somewhere down the road.
So nobody,
Um,
nobody else in the upper state doing anything.
nah, it's
You know.
it's crazy, but I mean, times have changed. I mean, Greenville's not bad for 4A. Greenville will be there in the end. They'll be probably third, fourth round of the playoffs. They'll be around.
Okay.
TR lost the Fields kid and Roach. I mean, they're down this year. You hate to see it. Got beat by Berea.
Not
Got
really.
beat by Berea the other night, 62-61.
I love it. I love it. Go Bulldogs.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, it's never a bad day when we see TR lose. So,
Listen,
um,
I,
but nah, I mean, Gorman, hey, the old stomping ground, Malden,
I was about to
Malden's
say,
talented.
yeah, Martin's been pretty good as of late, the last like 2 years, 2 seasons or so. So,
Now, I don't know where these kids came from, if they were in Malden Rec and I just didn't see them, but man, I was talking to somebody the other day, they have like 6'7", 6'7", 6'8". Their starting point guard's like 6'2". They got 6'4" and 6'5". I mean, they are huge across the board.
hey man,
So,
they cycled in at the right time, right after we left.
I mean, Hillcrest falling off the cliff probably didn't hurt.
Oh,
So,
okay. That didn't hurt because it didn't matter how good our team was. We couldn't beat Hillcrest anyway, so it didn't matter. We beat Hillcrest one time, and that's when we had Shy.
Shine EJ.
So that was
Thank you,
it.
fellas.
So
Wade Hampton's got chopped. They'll always be
competitive.
disciplined and be around.
Yeah.
And they're playing with a purpose this year.
What about,
I mean, we've talked about that in sports, man. When crazy things happen
yeah.
around your town or around your city, man, it's crazy how runs seem to happen. So
Yeah, that's true.
we'll see with that. I mean, you playing for a purpose. It's funny how pieces seem to fall together a little bit more. You focused in or honed in a little bit harder in practice. You compete a little bit harder. So
Yeah,
when you're playing for somebody or something,
that's true.
things kind of seem to work a little bit more.
That's true. RFP Grant, man. So
Yeah, man. So
what about Gaffney? Gaffney, nothing. We got nothing got about
no,
Gaffney.
they, man. Honestly, since Huff left, they fell off a cliff. And I think he saw that coming and got out of town.
Huff had been coaching for a long time though, so yeah, put in plenty of time. So I don't know. I think I'm gonna look around, look at some schedules, see who I can watch on streaming service. I'm gonna try to catch Missouri, and I know she was on varsity last year. She on varsity this year. think she's pretty good. So I'm gonna have to catch up
It's been
before she out of
yeah.
high school in two more
You
years.
need to you need to get on your boy Mays and tell him he need to go Facebook Live.
Man, I'm gonna see. I'll see, cause he'll post the highlights, but I think Mays probably be yelling too much at the games, be going Facebook Live. To be honest with you.
Hey, ain't gonna bother me none. I'm gonna watch the replay of it anyway.
Yeah. So I know,
So
cause I know they, I think he record the games, cause he used to always, I think record MJ MJ football games, so I think they record the games, or he always had early access to the Huddle One, because Mays had him out.
it's
Listen, the game would be over at 10. Mays had the highlights on Facebook at 10:02.
like what you hacking this thing? He own it.
For real.
Is MJ playing basketball this year?
Yeah, I don't know if he played JV or varsity, but I know he played basketball. So
Well, man, now I told you, I've now seen the biggest 12-year-old I have ever seen in person. Because we got that kid on JV, 6'3",
yeah,
291, 12 years old, with his size 19 sneaker.
bro, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad Isaiah. I don't want Isaiah to be that tall and that big. First of all, because the shoe's gonna cost too much. That's when you find the shoe. You got to find the 19 first.
Yeah,
It's hard to
no,
find the
yeah,
19.
everything online.
Yeah, I mean, and
Shoot, you
honestly, past 14, 15, 16, 17, all that, none of that's sold at regular stores. Because if you ever buy a shoe, you'll see the last size it says is 14.
yeah. Well, he came across some LeBrons at Ross's the other day,
That's where
$60.
you.
I was like,
That's where you go. You
yeah,
go to Ross. Ross always has some name brand signature shoes in like the odd sizes.
size, yeah. I was like, look at Ross coming through.
Mm.
So,
All right,
but I
man.
mean, he gonna be legit. So, shoot, I'll hang around at the school I'm at for at least another 5 years
Hey man, I hope
for
you
that.
I hope you get you a ring this year, man. Hey, we ain't
I'm
gonna put no asterisk beside it, COVID or not. A ring is a ring.
so.
Hey man, I appreciate.
Nah, man, it's problem with you, Isaiah, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate hollering at you, man. We gotta do this more often.
Hey, always, man. This COVID needs to go on somewhere so we can get. It better not mess with my March Madness. That's all I got to say. Listen,
We already.
Coach K can say what he want. Coach K can say what he want. It better not mess with my March Madness.
I know we already had forfeit one, right?
I need some vaccine in my right arm, and I need some Dr. Pepper, and I need to be up in Greenville hanging because can't nobody do March Madness like us.
Yeah. All right, man. We're gonna get to it. I appreciate talking to me, man.
Yeah, man. Have a good night.
All right, man. Later.
And I know
Later.
you not that far. Come down the street with the guys. Come down the street with the guys.